Most High. We got to. You know what I'm saying? The real spiritual father, none of that colonial stuff, man. One time, yeah. See, I'm still on this whole Minnesota thing with ICE. I'm still on this whole Minnesota thing with ICE. Yeah. See, this is why we need lions and not sheep. And everyone who's going around spinning this narrative that they've heard on mainstream media about this guy interfering and he showed up to do this and he was guilty of that, it's BS. See, we need people to ask real questions. And I think allegedly that this could have been a cover up. Huh? We just watched what happened to Charlie Kirk allegedly, and we know that there allegedly was a cover up. We watched how many attempts on Donald Trump allegedly when he was running for president. Do we know the name of that victim? I smell a cover up. So yes, I'm going to be the first one to grace the internet and say allegedly, I think that this could have been a cover up. We don't know what that brother recorded. We don't know what that brother they unalive saw. We have not saw his footage from his cell phone. Normally they play the person's cell phone, they play the police body cam. If there's another camera near a building or something, you're going to get that footage. Oh, we see every angle from every camera. Think back to when those Memphis police, I think his name was Tyree Nichols, when they brutally assaulted him and unalived him. Although there was no audio, we had camera angles from everywhere. Everywhere. The one camera angle we have not saw, the one story who has not been told, is the very person that they unalived. So my question is, what did he see? What did he record them doing that was so important that maybe allegedly they had to approach him? They had to deal with him. They had to allegedly unalive him. What did he catch them doing? Where is his footage? What did he see? What did he record? Come on. See, these are the questions that we should be asking. These are the questions that we should be asking. Real talk. Hey, Gotti, you can go ahead and handle Matthew. Get your first body for the day, Gotti. Glad to see you here. Get your first body for your day, Gotti. Start with Matthew. Start with Matthew. You know what I'm saying? Morning, Nate. Morning, Nate. You know what I'm saying? My dog said, here he come to save the day. You can start with Matthew. I already dealt with Matthew this morning for about an hour. You know what I'm saying? You can start. Thank you. That's your first body. Y'all better catch up with Gotti today. Moderators, y'all better keep up with Gotti. Gotti here to run the race. He's the first in class and the last one to leave. You'll see it in the comment box here shortly. You know what I'm saying? But my question is, you know what I'm saying? See you, buddy. Get him, Gotti. My question is, everyone's pushing this narrative knowing that they saw 5, 6, 7 angles of this man being assaulted in Minnesota. This man had no background. He's a prestigious ICU nurse. This man is licensed to carry in an open carry state. He is recording, which is a right also, First Amendment right. And they went as far as saying that this man assaulted them. I'm going to play this again. Now that my crew is here, I'm going to play this again. I want y'all to hear how they lied on this man. They basically pulled a black card on this man. I ain't gonna lie. They treating this man the way they treat us. You know what I'm saying? They treating him the way they treat us. This is ridiculous. This guy aired this on CNN. Here with me now is Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me get right. Let me get right. Because this is ridiculous right here, man. You know what I'm saying? He did not. Bro, what footage did you see, Robert Thompson, since you're in Minnesota? What footage did you see to incriminate him that he was trying to Obama a cop? Over here we say Obama, you know, brah, brah. You know what I'm saying? You can't, evidently you weren't there. The cameras was there too. How else did we get the camera footage? And why haven't we saw his camera footage? That man did nothing wrong. He was rendering aid. Cameras don't lie. He was rendering aid, Robert. He was rendering aid. Y'all listen to this, man. And before y'all ask, no, I'm not a Democrat. And no, I'm not a conservative. I'm a damn black human being. I'm a foundational black American. I am independent. I think free. I live free. I'm courageous. I'm conscious. I'm not afraid to speak out. I don't give a damn who like me and who don't. I'm not for everybody. But I'm very damn honest. I'm very damn blunt. And I call a spade a spade. Watch this.
Here with me now is U.S. Border Patrol Commander-at-Large Greg Bobino. Thank you for being here. Sir, you are still in Minneapolis, and I want to get to a lot of questions that we have that are unanswered. First and foremost is that Alex Preddy approached Border Patrol agents with a 9mm semi-automatic handgun. I want to go back to one of the videos, and I know you can see it there, and I want to ask you about what you're seeing, because multiple angles of this incident show him holding up a cell phone and recording it, not a gun.
Where is his footage? What did he see? Allegedly, I feel like this can be a cover-up, y'all. Don't say I'm reaching. Don't say I'm reaching. We all just saw what happened to Charlie Kirk. We all know they lied to the public about Charlie Kirk. Allegedly, I guess I have to say that. Don't say I'm reaching. Donald J. Trump would not have made president as he did if it wasn't for, what, 2-3 attempts on his life? Allegedly. I smell a cover-up. Who's the victim that tried to unalive Donald Trump? What's his name? Don't worry, I'll wait. What's his name? What's their names? Nobody knows. But yet he just tried to take out a former sitting president. And no one knows the victim's name. He's not getting drugged through the mud and through the media. Right? I smell a cover-up. Must we address Charlie Kirk? Must we? Because we all know around from a pow-pow when we see one. And what I saw was not a round from a pow-pow, because none of this really would have been left. You can't tell me his bone density is that of steel and is going to stop a foreign object moving at that velocity from exiting. Make it make sense. I smell a cover-up. So when it comes to Alice, what is his name? Preddy, Minnesota, I smell another cover-up. Why was it important for them to unalive him after they unarmed him? They unalived him after they unarmed him. So they unalived an unarmed man. Allegedly, it sounds like someone carried out a hit, y'all. Allegedly. Where is his cell phone footage? What did he record? What did he see that made them so angry that they made him the subject of their investigation? And now they're lying, saying that he impeded law enforcement investigations and he assaulted law enforcement people. We never saw that happen. I don't care what angle of the footage you've seen, you saw him leaving and documenting what was going on and rendering aid to a woman that they assaulted and pushed down. Wait, they didn't announce who. Yes, they did. Tyler Robinson. But we know he allegedly really didn't do it. And we know about the movie Snake Eyes that they're mimicking. Oh, yeah, go do your research. Y'all need to subscribe to Mr. Let Go, and y'all need to go to Candace Owens. I'm telling you. Mr. Let Go and Candace Owens. If you really want to get the lowdown on that whole Charlie Kirk thing, I'm telling you, Mr. Let Go on YouTube and Candace Owens. I follow it all. I follow it all. We would do a live on Erica Kirk herself. Y'all let me know if y'all want that. Y'all let me know if y'all want that. I'm trying to give the people what they want. But I'm pretty well versed in everything. You know what I'm saying? Grand Risings to all. Grand Risings T. You know what I'm saying? Grand Rising Skittles. You know what I'm saying? Grand Rising Mark. You know what I'm saying? Grand Rising to everybody. Grand Rising to everybody. But I need them thumbs to get a Grand Rising too, y'all. Hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? Believe half what you see and read. You know what I'm saying? What's up with it, brother, man? Says Tantrum Knows. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like this could be a cover up. Think about it, y'all. You're unalived. I'm gonna let y'all hear this first, and we'll turn up in a discussion. Cause I can't wait to hear what Gotti gonna say. I'm hoping Diamond pop in and FBA Convo and TT. I need the whole gang. I need the tribe. You feel me? I need the tribe. Watch this. Watch this. Hello from Israel. How you doing? Oh yeah, it's got to be a cover up, and no one's thinking about this. We have images of this man holding his cell phone. He's not here to speak up for himself. They're painting him as if he's a criminal, like he did something wrong, and we have not saw his cell phone footage. None of his family has come out and shown us any cell phone footage or said anything. You know what I'm saying? Nate here, Nate say, let's go. Y'all listen to this now. This is Border Patrol Commander at Law, Commander something at large, they say, Gregory Bovin.
Did he at any
Bovino.
point pull out his weapon?
Dana, good morning, and thanks for having me.
T, you know the truth. Hold on, T. Hold on. See, we got to do a whole nother live on that one, y'all. So I think my next live is going to be on Charlie Kirk and Erica Kirk and all of this. We just got to watch what we say, and we can't say that I word. So I did borrow some language, you know what I'm saying, from Mr. Let Go, because I like how he covers things up. We're going to say IHOP. You know what I'm saying? Whenever we going to say that country right there that starts with the I, you know what I'm saying, like Zion Williamson, we going to say IHOP. Courtesy of Mr. Let Go. Thank you, Mr. Let Go. But I'm letting you know I got it from you. I got it from Mr. Let Go. That's where I got EpiPen from, too. Because there's certain things that we can't say on YouTube, and his, like, because their belief. There you go, Zion Williamson. You know what I'm saying? So we going to keep it like that. We going to keep it like that. All right? We going to keep it like that. Tantrum, I'm going to go ahead and make you a moderator because you own it. You own it. Welcome to the moderator family. Y'all know what to do. Y'all go ahead and welcome. Y'all know I like people that come in making common sense, man. People who do their research. So y'all welcome Tantrum Knows to the moderator family. Tantrum, you're obligated now to hit that like button and subscribe and put that notification bell on all, my man. You part of the tribe. You know what I'm saying? You got to be here, you know what I'm saying, to hold it down and put that knowledge out there, brother. You got to be here. You know what I'm saying? Well, brother or sister. I don't see your picture. You know what I mean? But let's get into this. Let's get into this.
The weapon, and we do know that the suspect did bring a weapon, a loaded 9mm high-capacity handgun to a riot. We do know that. As far as what happened in that intervening moment with the video that you just showed, that's going to come to light through the investigation. That's being investigated, and those facts and those questions will be answered soon enough.
Okay, but the
Good morning,
Homeland
Carla.
Security Secretary is not waiting for that investigation to take place before saying that Alex Preddy was, quote, brandishing a weapon. Let's go to video 7 because, of course, you know this far better than I. The definition of brandishing is waving or flourishing something, especially a weapon, as.
And what get me is their lingo. The first thing you have to pay attention to when law enforcement is involved is their vocabulary, the words they use. Now, where else have we heard the word brandish? Where else? Do we remember Ryan Hinton? Do we remember the son of Rodney Hinton Jr., the black guy who unalived the deputy Larry Henderson the day after they You know what I'm saying? These police unalived his son and lied and said that he ran between the dumpster and brandished a weapon. And they showed us a cloudy still shot and no one ever saw the weapon. But after they unalived him, they produced a weapon. But we never saw him associated with the weapon. They said that he brandished a weapon and gave us a cloudy Photoshop still shot in between the dumpsters. No one ever saw it. Now, they're going back saying that this brother, Alex, that they unalived, and race has nothing to do with this, y'all. Race has nothing to do with this. All right? We talking about humanity. We talking about common sense. We talking about law. We talking about what the hell we know we saw. That's what we talking about. You know what I'm saying? That's what we talking about. So now they're going to go back and say that this man, Alex, this brother, brandished a weapon when they didn't even know he had a weapon until they impeded him while he was exercising his rights. They must have saw it during the scuffle, because I did hear on camera an agent yell, "G-U-N, G-U-N, G-U-N." They yelled it 3 times. And I also saw on CNN the still shot of the officer unarming him and holding it out in his right hand as if he was going to pass it on to someone. Then about 2 seconds later, you know, the inevitable ring out. Bing, bing. Come on now. You unalived an unarmed man who was exercising his rights, who had no record, who was a very decorated, highly accoladed ICU nurse, who had a license to carry in an open carry state, and you unalived him. He's not here to tell his story, and we have not saw his footage, ladies and gentlemen. We don't know what he saw or what he caught them doing. Allegedly. We don't know what they are covering up, allegedly. Oh, I'm going to be the first one on the internet to break this one. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You ain't heard this yet. And no, I'm not trying to stir anything up. I'm not trying to stir anything up. We know that this nation has a way to cover things up. Do we have to go back to colonization and black history and your white history books and stuff to prove this? No, we know what America does. We know what the government does. We know what the government does. You know what I'm saying? We know what they does. We know what they do. I'm saying we know what they does. We know what they do. It's got to be a cover up somewhere. Think about it. This man is no longer here to speak for himself. We haven't even heard from the lady that he was rendering aid to that they pushed down. None of his family members have come forward with the footage or even crying about him. I haven't saw the footage yet. You know what I'm saying? And we sure as hell ain't saw his footage of what he was recording, but yet we have saw footage on mainstream media of his phone in his hand, even while there was an ICE agent antagonizing him. What did he see? Don't tell me America can't do it, because we just saw what happened to Charlie Kirk. And what they saying happened to Charlie Kirk allegedly ain't what I saw. You know what I'm saying? So we need lions, not sheep. A sheep is going to fall for this stuff. A sheep is going to take those narratives and run with it. A sheep is going to think pro-blue, blue lives matter over anything. You know what I'm saying? But a real conscious individual with an investigative ear and investigative eye, somebody who you can't tell nothing because they know what they saw, they know who they are, and they built different, they going to ask different questions. I'm here to ask different questions. They all should be asking different questions. If y'all have seen any of his family members, his girlfriend, the woman that got pushed down he was rendering aid to, or his cell phone footage, please correct me in the chat right now. I'm not going to say anything else. I want to see if anyone has saw this. All right. Gotti says we need 45 likes, y'all. Let's go. Let's get this thing popping, man. This is a conversation, and I'm going to have to make it a short live. I'm not sure how long I'm going to be here. So let's get it in. If we're going to make our magic, let's make our magic. Let's make our magic. The moderators know what we do. They know what we do. They know what it is here. If you're new to the channel, stick around long enough. You'll feel the fire. you will feel the fire. Huh? This is the uncut squad. This is the tribe right here. You know what I'm saying? The uncut squad tribe right here. All right. Somebody say true at power trap. The devil is a liar and the father of all liars. And okay, here we go with that. I didn't catch what true power trap said. You know what I'm saying? All right. Cyclippy said they wouldn't let police investigate. All right. I don't know. Power trap says, what did say about the character of the devil and Satan? He was a liar and I can't say that word, an unaliver, and he walking to and from seeking someone to destroy. I don't know exactly what y'all mean by that, but I ain't seeking nobody to destroy. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get you to think outside the box. I'm trying to get you to ask the right questions as well as be aware. Because can't none of y'all tell me I'm wrong about the questions I'm asking. If I'm wrong, what family member of Alex has spoke up? If I'm wrong, what footage from his cell phone have you seen? If I'm wrong, where's the interview with the lady that he was rendering aid to that they pushed down? If I am wrong, why did they still unalive him after they unarmed him? Do y'all understand they have it on camera of the ICE agent removing the firearm from him before they unalived him? That right there is not justifiable, ladies and gentlemen. You can't say that he showed up. Okay, they're saying that he showed up to try to massacre law enforcement agents. Yeah, the guy said it in this recording on CNN. Who's gonna show up with a 9-iron? Y'all know what I mean. If y'all know your GUNs, y'all know what I mean by Nina, the 9-iron. Who's gonna show up to allegedly perform and carry out a massacre with just a 9-iron? With just Nina, y'all. They don't even show up like that when they take out these students in these schools, people in churches, or blacks in supermarkets. We know they really come strapped. We know they really come strapped. They was more strapped than that when they lied about Charlie Kirk, allegedly. A 9 couldn't have did that. Not a 9-iron. So, like I said earlier, when they pushed that woman down and he ran to her aid, if he really wanted to perform a massacre on Border Patrol agents and ICE agents, wouldn't that would have been the perfect distraction while they were busy pushing her down? He didn't have to run to her aid. He could have took position and did whatever he wanted to do. So no, I'm not going to allow them to push this narrative either, man. Y'all not going to keep lying. Y'all not going to keep lying, man. Y'all not going to keep lying. If y'all don't think the government lies, please tell me who's the suspect that tried to unalive Donald Trump. Please tell me his name. Where he from? What's his mama name? Please tell me. I'm waiting. Don't worry. I'll wait. What's his name? What's her name? What weapon did they use? Now, there's a possibility that this stuff can be staged. Tantrum just said it. There's a possibility that this stuff allegedly can be staged. None of this man's family has spoke out. The woman they pushed down that he was rendering aid to ain't said a word. Ain't no NDA. An attorney can speak up. And Ben Crump is racist because he ain't taking his case. You know what I'm saying? He ain't taking his case. If you're going to reach out to anybody, boy, I think you need to be reaching out to that family. You can make history, Ben Crump. This could be the first white family you ever represented and won. You know what I'm saying? So I think, Ben Crump, you need to get on your grind a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? You need to get on your grind a little bit better, Ben Crump. But ain't nobody saw nothing. Ain't nobody saw nothing. Have y'all seen a video from home of him playing with his kids or performing surgery? I seen a video of him reading a salute to a veteran. You know what I'm saying? They showed a still shot of him by a bicycle. You know what I'm saying? But we have not saw him in life. They say that was him on camera. All we know, he could be with Charlie Kirk at. And I don't think Charlie Kirk ain't really here no more. I just think Charlie Kirk can be hid because our government can hide things. And the people who run our government allegedly can hide things. like the truth. You know what I'm saying? They can hide things. We know they can hide the truth. We know they can hide the truth. So something ain't right. But let's get back into this recording because I want to know if y'all saw this man do any of the things that this Border Patrol agent said that he did.
Something, especially a weapon, as a threat or an anger and excitement. That's just a still photo of what Alex Preddy appears to be holding. There is nothing that we have seen that showed him, as Secretary Noem said, brandishing a weapon. Have you, sir, seen something different to support what the Secretary said?
Yes. Hold
Dan,
on.
I think what we need to take a look at here is the situation in its totality. What happened leading up to this situation? The suspect decided to inject himself into a law enforcement action. What's not being said here is the fact
Thank you,
that
Carla.
Border Patrol agents and law enforcement were conducting a targeted law enforcement effort against a violent, illegal alien that was nearby.
Okay, Carla, it's love. It's love. See, that's a woman right there. Thank you, Carla. That's love right there. I forgot I had my dryer running. My apologies. That's a woman right there, man. You know what I'm saying? And Cyclippy, I'm not going to let you get away this time. Cyclippy, you need to go ahead and subscribe to the channel and go ahead and hit that like button because I've noticed every comment that you left, and I really love this one. They say Christy known for prison. I'm with it. I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the moderator family. Welcome to the moderator family. Straight up. I ain't letting you get away. Huh? I ain't letting you get away. I've been watching your comments. You say already subscribed. Well, you already a moderator too. You know what I'm saying? Let's ride. Let's ride.
Alien that was nearby, and that suspect injected himself into that law enforcement situation with a weapon. And what happened between the
That's a lie right there. We have footage. Matter of fact, they're showing it now, but that's a still shot. It's bright as heck, y'all. Let me turn it down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm blind. I'm blind. Let me turn the light down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Let me turn the light down a little bit. See if this works. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's still bright, but that's the still shot of the agent walking up to him while he's holding his phone, and that brother is walking backwards. So he didn't impede, they impeded on him while he was exercising his rights. That's the first lie. Black people, we used to this, aren't we? We know how they lie to justify stuff, don't we? We know that they get immunity. But for some reason, we are the only people that also knows that they're going for immunity right now. You know what I'm saying? What you mean dude should have been at home? It's your First Amendment right. Ain't that what y'all fight for? Don't I know you definitely fight for your Second Amendment right, don't you? If that's the case, Kyle Rittenhouse should have been at home too. He was only 17 years old. Weren't he brandishing a weapon? I can't wait to hear what you're gonna say now. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to hear what you're gonna say now. What you're gonna say? Oh, that's different. No, it's not. No, it's not. This reminds me of how the Crips and Bloods were going at it in the 90s. Yeah, that's what it started to remind me of. I'm telling you, everybody needs to get the memo. Everybody needs to be aware. When you see white America start doing this to white Americans, boy, they done lost love for everybody. When white privilege and your white car and entitlement ain't working no more in a white country that you stole, man, everybody need to get the memo. Everybody need to be aware, and there's nobody safe. This is a government versus the people type thing we are seeing right here. Damn race. Damn race. If you still stuck on race, you might as well still be in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? You might as well be smoking reefer instead of dro. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. You might still be driving a little Chevette. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Real talk. Real talk. If you still stuck on racism right now with this, no, this is a government problem. This is a we the people problem. You know what I'm saying? Y'all quit to come in here and talk about the people in Iran. What about the people right here? You know what I'm saying? What about the people right here? let's get back into this. I'm gonna get to these comments. I'm gonna get to these comments. I'm gonna get to these comments. But if they can do this, if white people can do this to white people, these government white people are showing these middle class, poor class white people that while we need y'all to be in the group just for number wise, you know, per capita, y'all don't really measure up to us. Remember I was talking about the 1%? Yeah. So they don't care about the other percent. They just need that for votes. They need that for numbers. They need that to uphold white supremacy. Do they really care about white people? No. I don't even think they really care about white women like that. They went and pushed a white woman down, and where's the feminist movement? Huh? A man pushed a woman down, but he gets immunity because he's wearing a ICE uniform? There's plenty of men out there you could have pushed down. There's plenty of men out there you could have pushed down. Hey, moderators, we got us one. DJ Slim, we got us one. We got us one. DJ Slim. DJ Slim. Y'all, if y'all want a body, y'all better beat Gotti. DJ Slim. Oh, somebody done got him. DJ Slim. But check this out, though. All of us need to be aware when we see that. Why did the nurse approach ICE with... He never approached ICE with a loaded weapon. We have saw the footage. Please don't allow someone to tell you what you saw. You only know he had a weapon because after they unalived him, just like Ryan Hinton, they show a still shot of the weapon. But watch this. It also came out by the state of Minnesota and the police of Minnesota and the governor of Minnesota that he was licensed to carry. He never brandished a weapon. He was brandishing a cell phone. And we have not saw that footage. That's what I'm saying. Everybody that's so pro Second Amendment ain't saying nothing right now. Ain't saying nothing right now. And you know what? They didn't say nothing about Philando Castile either, who was also licensed to carry. And we thought y'all weren't speaking up because Philando was black. Y'all not even speaking up for this brother, and he white. So how much do y'all really care about your Second Amendment rights? How much do you really care about life and the conservation of life? Huh? Because I smell some hypocrites. I smell some hypocrites. Real talk. I smell some hypocrites. That man did everything right. Recording is your First Amendment right. Protesting is your First Amendment right. Right to bear arms, Second Amendment right. He was a doctor. He had to render aid when someone was pushed down. He never approached anyone. They didn't know he was armed until they grabbed him and slung him down in that scuffle. You will hear them on that video yelling G-U-N, G-U-N, G-U-N 3 times, except they actually said the word. I can't say the word. I love my YouTube channel. I love my moderators. I can't sacrifice my channel to say that word. But you know what I mean. Go back and look at the video. You will hear an ICE agent yell that 3 times. That is when they discovered he had a weapon. They were already on him. My question is, if 6 officers already had him subdued and there's proof that they discovered that he was armed because that ICE officer yelled G-U-N 3 times, right? Why did they still unalive him? They unarmed him. Because there's video footage of that too. Why did they still unalive him? Why have we not seen his cell phone footage? What did he see? What did he allegedly catch them doing? to where they had to make him the target of their investigation. Where's this violent, hostile criminal they were going after that he was impeding them from getting? Don't worry, you about to hear it.
When that situation first came about and the shooting, that's going to be investigated, and we're going to get to the facts of that.
Well, you said yesterday that this looks like a situation where the individual wanted to do maximum damage and massacre law enforcement. What evidence do you have that he wanted to massacre law enforcement? Because all the videos that we have, and I do want to, we just have a still shot,
Grand
now,
Rising.
but I do, control room, want to play one of the other videos. Let's play video number 1 again. It doesn't look anything like he's trying to massacre law enforcement. In fact, he was filming, and then it looked like he was trying to help another individual there who was.
Let me answer this question real quick by side clipping. He said, why don't we know the name of the unaliver yet? Because through Marcy's Law and how this guy's portraying that ICE agent to be the victim, they're protected. They never have to give up his name. I knew, I said it in a live yesterday. Y'all can verify. I said, did y'all notice how quick we got the doctor's name? How quick they identified the victim? They don't identify the victims that quick. That's because they're not labeling him a victim. Basically, he was a criminal. Now, how y'all crying about Renee Nicole Good, and she actually did nip that man with that vehicle, and a whole world out there marching. But right here, this man did nothing wrong, followed the law down to the law, and no one can see that he should still be here, that this could be a cover-up. Here you go again. Why was he? You did not know he had that until they attacked him and unalived him. It was his right. That's why he had it. Why did Kyle Rittenhouse carry that? Why are neo-Nazis and white nationalists marching through the country right now armed? Because it's their right. He wasn't breaking any laws. He was still obeying the law. He never brandished a weapon. No one ever knew he had it. You only knew he's had it now because they unalived him and put it out there. Funny, nobody has any record of him brandishing that weapon. No one has it on camera out there that day. Tell those same people creating that narrative to show you a picture or a video or a still shot of him waving that weapon around that day at that protest at an ICE agent. You're not going to see it because it was concealed. He had a permit, and it's an open carry state. So why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he? Kyle Rittenhouse traveled through how many states with the firearm? How many states? Don't states have different laws with firearms? Huh? Thank you. Too Genuine says because he can bring it to a protest. It's his right by the Second Amendment. Duh. Y'all are the ones that fight for these rights. Why are you using your energy for this? It is your right to advocate for slavery reparation. It's my right to advocate for humanity. Sherry, I made you a moderator. Don't make me regret my decision because you have not been talking like your normal self since you entered this chat. What do you mean? I'm not only here to talk about slavery reparations. I'm not a one-trick pony. I'm not a one-trick pony. I love good folks. White fatigue. You come in here talking about Greg Mason, 919, puts in the chat, black fatigue, yawn. White fatigue. We tired of seeing y'all unalive everybody. One of y'all just unalived another one of y'all, and that's who we holding this live for. And you come in here talking about black fatigue. Nope, that's exactly why we have white fatigue right there. Because you are blind with tunnel vision. You don't love anyone. You are a replica of the lineage of evil you come from. Somebody get Greg and his white fatigue out of here, please. This planet has white fatigue. Thank you. Thank you, Ghost Samurai. Thank you. Thank you. We advocated for human life, and this dummy gonna come in here talking about black fatigue. We ain't got to be talking about the old white compadre. We could be in here talking about them reparations. We could be in here talking about that unpaid debt, but we're not. We're bigger than that. We're diverse. It's knowledge up in here, y'all. It's knowledge up in here. Why are you asking me, is Africa going to develop? Is Europe going to develop? Huh? Is Great Britain going to develop? Huh? I just want to know. Is Portugal going to develop?
There, who was pushed down by law enforcement, and then they went after him.
In fact, I believe that the fantastic training that our law enforcement partners have, the fact that they're highly trained, prevented.
Wait a minute. I think I'm finna flip some moderators right here. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm finna flip some moderators. Don, I think you finna take the place of a moderator. You know what I'm saying? Don Harper. Y'all salute the Don. Put salute to Don Harper in the chat, y'all. Don came in and said, I agree with you 100%. They had no business and no right to unalive that man, taking his weapon away from him, meaning he was unarmed. He was unarmed. And then I want to highlight, you know what, Don? Welcome to the moderator family. I hope you've hit that like button and subscribe button and all of that, and put your notification bell on all, because you part of the tribe now. You part of the tribe, Don. We ain't gonna let you get away, Don. No, no. All right. I see LAC YRB. I can't pronounce that. You know what I'm saying? I can't pronounce that. There's a lack of vowels in there. But raises a good point. And it wasn't a protest. He was legally recording. You are allowed to do. They wouldn't even know he had a firearm until they had him on the ground after using their firearm to whip him. Then they noticed he had a firearm. True account. You know what? Welcome to the moderator family. I can't pronounce his name for the lack of vowels. You know what I'm saying? But y'all welcome him to the moderator family as well. I hope you subscribe and hit the like button as well and put that notification button on all. You know what I'm saying? We can't let the truth tellers fall by the wayside. If you can tell the truth, this is where you belong. You're in your tribe. You found your tribe. You know what I mean? Let's get into this. Don't come in here with that slavery has been in every shape and cut. No, no. Black people have never left a black country and or continent and took over anything. Took over anything. The only reason slavery existed everywhere is because they kept doing it. Y'all kept doing it. Your lineage of evil. Don't come in here and try to downplay slavery, homie. There was nothing like chattel slavery. Don't do that. Don't do that. Chat, I'll let y'all handle Irvin. Y'all already got moderators. Y'all already got the tools. Y'all already got the power. I'll let y'all handle them.
Prevented any specific shootings of law enforcement. So good job for our law enforcement in taking him down before he was able to do that.
Oh, don't worry.
And again,
You ain't got to be a moderator. I can do you better than that.
He was there in the first place.
You ain't got to be. I can do you better than that. Hold on.
Happened to walk into a law enforcement situation and try to direct traffic and
Bye,
stop on
Sherry.
the road, and then assault, delay, and obstruct law enforcement? Or was he there for a reason? Did he fall victim?
Chat. Moderators. Hey, Gotti. Do you remember when I told you before we kick people out, we gonna roast them? We got us one. Deji, whatever his name is right here, DEJI, 2379 says, what are your thoughts on black people who refuse to work? What are your thoughts on white people who had a 400-year head start and still are the face of EBT and government assistance? Huh? What are your thoughts on 29% of your white, middle-aged white men touching on little girls and animals and little children and beating their women and raping their women? What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on white genocide? What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Huh? What are your thoughts? And now Defiance comes in and says, ha ha, he hit a nerve, must be true. Ha ha, you replied to everything I said, so I must have hit a nerve, and what I said must be true to you. You didn't speak up until I hit him with the facts. So I must have hit a nerve with you. I know the truth hurts. That's why you spoke up. A hit dog gonna holler every time. Huh? You spoke up like the hit dog you was. A guilty pig is gonna squeal every time. And you spoke up like the guilty pig you are. And I'm gonna let you stay in the chat. I'm gonna let the moderators, okay, see, you already got a warning. Gotti already on you. Defiance. Keep it up, buddy. You know what I'm saying? That's word from Gotti. Gotti get bodies. Gotti get bodies. You know what I'm saying? Gotti get bodies. Y'all already know when you come on here what it is, man. You already know. We gonna uphold it here, man. We gonna hold it down. You know what I'm saying? We gonna hold it down. What's the misapplication of the term? Misapplication of the term what? Huh? I don't agree with Charles much, but he wasn't ardently pro Second Amendment. He was. He was. He even said if y'all had to suffer some misfortunes due to some, GUN violence, that is necessary to uphold your Second Amendment rights. I might be paraphrasing it a little bit, but he said that. And he became a victim of his own statement. At least they're trying to make it look like he was a victim, but we know that there was not a round from a 30-06. We know. You know what I'm saying? I hope Defiance give you a reason. I hope Defiance live up to his name and he's Defiant, Gotti. I hope you can get him today. I hope you can body him. You know what I'm saying? I hope you can body him. 93% of the government has always been ran by white people. 93%. And you come in here asking why we don't work? Why do y'all need white supremacy and EBT and government assistance? Are you forgetting that HUD was made for you white people first? Are you forgetting that the projects were designed for you white people first? Are you forgetting that we did not have access to that till after the 1960s? Are you forgetting that you guys had access to this like since the 30s? Are we forgetting that I'm a historian here? That I read, I do research, I come with receipts. Have I not validated myself yet? Huh? Huh? Don't believe me? Look it up. And while you're at it, look at the Homestead Act. Huh? Look at the Homestead Act too. Yeah. Give us our property back. In between the $5 Indian Act and the Homestead Act, y'all did everything y'all could to make sure that we weren't going to succeed and own a damn thing. I know what I'm talking about. Do you? All right, let's get into it. I want to keep it about this brother, man. Watch how they paint this picture of him. Black people. Y'all know every card they pull from I smell weed, you know what I'm saying, the illegal searches, you know what I'm saying? We know about all of this, right? They're going to pull out every trick of the trade on this brother right here as if he was black. That's why I say white people should be pissed. Not only are the white government taking out white people, but now the white government is treating white people the way they treat black people. What? Y'all need to be alarmed. You know what I'm saying? Watch this.
Reason did he fall victim to that violent and heated rhetoric by a Mayor Fry, a Governor Waltz? Look, Dana, they're trying to portray Border Patrol agents and ICE agents as Gestapo, Nazi, and many other words. Did this individual fall victim, as many others have, to that type of heated rhetoric?
I want to stay focused on this incident right now because what you were saying.
Grand Rising, Dunmore family.
To try to stop this law enforcement operation. All of the video that we have seen shows him documenting it with his cell phone, which is a lawful thing to do. And the only time he seemed to interact with law enforcement is when they went after him when he was trying to help an individual who law enforcement pushed down. So where do you...
Dana Bash, I'm sure, has an attorney's degree. She has an investigative eye. Dana Bash just pressed him on the same issues. But yet we have people who have watched Fox News and who have watched these videos themselves coming in here saying that he approached these law enforcement officers with an fully loaded weapon. He never approached them. They approached him. They did not know he had that on him until they grabbed him and subdued him. They had already unarmed him before they unalived him. Same question I'm going to ask here, and no one's answering this question, and I'm going to be the first and probably the only to say this, but where did we see his footage? Where is his camera footage of what he recorded? Why was it so important for them to unalive him? Why was it so important for them to allegedly unalive Charlie Kirk? You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Where is that brother's cell phone footage? What did he record them doing that was so important for them to turn the subject of their investigation to him and to unalive him? Where is his family? Where is the woman that they shoved down that he was rendering aid to? Why ain't she spoke out? You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Why ain't she spoke out? Why has no one come out on this man's behalf? Either they're hiding something and it was a cover up because he recorded them doing something, or this is some paid stage stuff right here, man. And I would hate to think that this was paid and staged. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man. You talking about still flipping my gums, but you keep coming to my live though. So either you gay and you consider me handsome, and I don't swear that way just so you know what I mean? Or it's something over here you know I'm telling the truth about. Cause you keep coming in here. You keep coming in here hanging from my sack, homie. You know what I'm saying? Get off my Jamaican fire hose, homie. You know what I'm saying? Get off my Jamaican fire hose. Why you coming in here? Why you coming in here? Now let me go ahead and tell the chat who you are. You know what I'm saying? So you can be dealt with. His name is Greg Mass, y'all. Greg Mass. Greg the ass Mass. Still flipping your gums? Are you still molesting your sister? Huh? Are you having children from your mother? Hmm? Are you sticking a wet finger up your dog, sir? Get your ass out of here, man. Know who you talking to? Know who you talking to? I can get on your level. I can get on your level. This is my platform. Everyone's going to be respected. Everyone's going to be respectful. And I will roast you. I got a mouth just like you. And I think I'm more gangster than you, actually, because you can see me talking noise to us. So I'm pretty much saying it to your face. You hide behind a keyboard, don't even have a picture of yourself, and just a handle. Tell me who the coward is. Tell me who the coward is. Real talk. FBA, what's up? What's up, FBA? All right, let's finish getting into this.
Where do you have the evidence to show that he was trying to impede that law enforcement operation?
Sure, Dan, at first he was there in the scene. He was in the scene actively impeding and assaulting law enforcement to the point.
But that's not illegal. He wasn't
Dan,
impeding it. He was filming it, which is a legal thing to do in the United States of America.
Dan, let's don't freeze frame adjudicate this now. He was there for a reason.
Thank you, Too Genuine. You are far too genuine. Too Genuine says, shit, I think you're handsome. Thank you, Too Genuine. I wish I could see you, but I can't see you. I can't see you. You know what I'm saying? LACYRB says, cowards. Yeah, you're right. Of course, they found one guy in the street that morning that had a weapon on him. You know how many people out there was probably armed, man? White people keep their firearms, man. Come on, let's be honest. White people speak up. Y'all know y'all keep y'all firearms. Ain't nobody more pro Second Amendment than y'all. Come on. Y'all can't even go to the grocery store without it in your glove compartment. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Real talk. Y'all know it, man. Y'all know it. Y'all know it. And Too Genuine, I hope you are a female. I hope you're a female. Too Genuine, you better be a female. You better be a female. I don't find men handsome. If you a man, I take my comment back. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. You better be a female. But we know y'all love y'all GUNs. You know what I'm saying? So, you know how many people were probably out there armed that day and they didn't know? But had they grabbed those people, they would have known. You know what I mean? They would have known. Y'all stop now. Y'all trying to make me blush now. Y'all can't tell. See, I can't see y'all pictures And we got men who want to be women and women who want to be men. So I can't trust y'all handles. I can't look at your handles and tell that you're a female. Thank you for the compliment. I would like to render one back, but I can't due to the circumstances of America right now in the rainbow community. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't subscribe to it. I got to see who and what I'm talking to. So I know what pronouns to use. Y'all, this country taught me that. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Hey, let's don't freeze frame adjudicate this now. He was there for a reason, and
Okay, too genuine. You a full she, which makes you a biological she. So I think you beautiful too. You know what I'm saying? I think you beautiful too. Hold on, let me straighten up my eyebrows for you. Y'all gonna have me here like LL Cool J licking the lips. Y'all better stop. The man on the video, what the hell is he talking about? Did he see what we exactly? Did he see what we saw? Cause I done looked at this video and I looked at his account and I'm trying to see this guy doing everything he said this guy did and I haven't seen it yet. You know what I'm saying? I haven't saw it yet. But here you go. Here you go. Don, I wish you had a picture to show me too, Don. You know what I'm saying, Don? You know what I'm saying? Don, we could have been meeting at Don. Let's go, man. Let's go. Thank you. Y'all are beautiful too. Y'all are beautiful too.
hey, let's don't freeze frame adjudicate this now. He was there for a reason, and that reason was to impede law enforcement to
What
the point.
evidence do you have of that?
And here's a good point, Dana, is the fact that de-escalation.
I gotta do this. I know I didn't see what I just saw. Hey, God is snapping. God is saying, once you go black, you never go back. Shout out to Gotti, man. Let's get it.
Techniques were utilized during this action. Those de-escalation techniques, whether it was physically trying to remove them from that law enforcement scene, that active law enforcement scene in which law enforcement were going after a violent illegal alien, or the use of pepper spray, which is another de-escalation technique.
So now this guy is saying that the Border Patrol agents, law enforcement, did a good job derailing this guy from doing a mass massacre with a 9-iron, y'all. You know what I mean by 9-iron. I don't know what I'm allowed to say on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? A 9-iron. Nina, y'all. Nina. That can't happen. That ain't gonna happen. Come on, man. Come on.
Techniques did not work. Officers always try to use the minimum amount of force necessary to either effect an arrest, which in this case was more than likely.
Do anyone know the name of the very hostile, violent, illegal immigrant they were going after that day? Did anyone see any paperwork? Have we heard a name? Got a glimpse of? Did they find him? Did they unalive him too? Did they save a round for him? Or did they put every round in Brother Alex? I'm trying to ask the right questions. Where is this brother's cell phone footage? Why ain't nobody came out and spoke up for this guy? Why? Where's the woman they pushed down that he was rendering aid to? Why ain't she came out and said something? Why? How do you do everything so right, by the law, by the book, and get done so wrong? And now no one speaks out about you. Not even the footage you had in your phone. Where's the footage? What did he see? Was this a cover-up? Allegedly, did they have to take him out because he recorded them doing something that they shouldn't have been doing? I don't know. Allegedly, I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. He was already unarmed before they unalived him, so why unalive him? What was the importance of him not remaining here anymore? All I know is when you set out to do something and you do something illegal and there is a witness, sometimes that witness gets things done to them too so that they can't be a witness. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying. It's not about race. If y'all are still hollering race, this is not about race. This is the government basically versus we the people. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. This is the great American cover up right here. This is the switch up. When they start telling you what you saw and what they tell you saw don't match up to what you seen when you saw it, then we need to be looking elsewhere. We need to be, something ain't right. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. I want y'all, I'm gonna play this as far enough so y'all can hear them calling this guy a victim, a suspect.
Arrest, which in this case was more than likely 18 USC 111, assault on a federal officer or
Where did he
delay
assault?
obstruct.
Where did he assault the federal officer in any of the video that you have seen? Because it looked to us from every angle, sir, that he was approached by them when he was helping another individual who was pushed down.
That's what I saw.
What evidence do you have that he was assaulting any law enforcement?
Dana, we don't need a suspect's help in an active law enforcement scene.
When you say
We don't need his
suspect,
help.
what is
We
he
didn't ask
suspected
his
of?
help. That's an active law enforcement scene. He knew that was an active law enforcement scene.
There was no perimeter. There was no yellow tape. There was no barricades, but it was an active police scene, right? This guy was leaving the protest and documenting what he was seeing. Saw them push a woman down. Him being a nurse, a doctor, physician, he ran to her aid. Same way that we heard the guy speak up about Renee Nicole Good when he said, can I check her pulse? I'm a physician. They have to. What did he do wrong? What did he do? I didn't see what this guy is talking about.
Enforcement scene. He knew that was an active law enforcement scene, especially when the officers approached him, and it's very evident he did not need to be where.
Bam. Who approached who? First, they say he impeded on their investigation. But now this SOB just said when they approached him. When they approached him. See? See?
He was,
So
and he
when
decided
somebody
on his own to stay there.
So when somebody is pushed down and a person's instinct is to help that person, when somebody's pushed down by law enforcement, you're saying that you just stand back and let law enforcement do what they're doing? I mean, is that really human nature?
You know, Dana, every situation is different. What our officers are faced with here are chaotic, very difficult and violent situations in which individuals, and this suspect is not the only one to bring a loaded weapon to a riot. The situations are chaotic and ever changing. Follow directions for law enforcement. Don't inject yourself knowingly beforehand into a law enforcement situation.
With respect, it feels as though in some ways you're blaming the victim here.
The victims are the Border Patrol agents. I'm not blaming the Border Patrol agents. The victim are the Border Patrol agents.
Right there. Okay, let's start a discussion. Right there. That's what I want y'all to hear. Right there. Who thinks that the Border Patrol agents were the victims? Huh? What I saw on the video is he was directing traffic to help. Then a woman came behind and an officer pushed her down and he came to her rescue, then got under. That's what I saw too. That's what I saw too. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was just me. The GUN was out of his possession when they unalived him. And you have a right to carry a GUN in Minnesota. Exactly. Retaliation king. Hey, you gonna end up being a moderator. You came in speaking the truth. You know what I'm saying? 2G1 says, bro, he deflected like a mother. Didn't he though? They treating Alex like he a black man. Boy, they doing a whole little black rundown. We know they play victim when it come to us. We know that they'll use any tactic to justify unjustifiably unaliving one of us. But when they start doing it to one of their own, the whole damn country, no matter what race you are, better be on notice. That's all I'm saying. Huh? The chickens done came home to roost, and the government no longer gives a about the people. Allegedly. Come on, man. I just know what they took in. Some on the people that witnessed it, that were outside, that were directly involved. All right. The Retaliation King say, right, you know what I'm saying? Welcome to the family. I hope you hit your subscribe button because you are now a moderator. I hope you hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? You found your tribe, homie. You know what I'm saying? Too genuine say, damn, I'm talking through my screen. You know what I'm saying? I guess we feel the same way. We feel the same way. Yep, Too genuine. They like 30 miles from the border. Exactly. People's eyes don't lie. We know what we saw. But to allow someone to reshape your narrative and tell you your vision is the same reason why I don't watch television and mainstream media. If you're going to get the truth nowadays, you're going to get it from social media. It will not be on mainstream media. I don't care which way you lean, left and or right. It's all propaganda. It's all an agenda. But it's all your government, and they're all tied into the same pot and the same agenda, y'all. The same agenda. The same agenda. To hear this Border Patrol agent portray that man like that, and this man's been out here saving lives. This man don't even have a background. You can legally carry in Minnesota. He had a license to be legally carrying. The Second Amendment right covers that as well. He was only recording, which is your First Amendment right. He wasn't part of the protest, but he was out there in the protest. You have the right to protest, which is actually your First Amendment right. What the hell did he do wrong, and why the F is he still not here? My first question is, why was it so important for them to unalive him? Allegedly. Allegedly, what are they covering up? Allegedly, what did he see? Allegedly, what did he record them doing that made them turn him to the subject of their investigation? Where is that violent, hostile, illegal immigrant they were going after? Why hasn't anyone came out and spoke up for Alex? Where is the woman that he rendered aid to that got pushed down? Where is his family? Where is the cell phone footage he recorded? Come on, man. We got to ask the right questions. We got to ask the right questions. We got to ask the right questions. Exactly. In Orwell's 1984, they tell the public not to believe your eyes and ears, to only believe the government, and that's what's happening. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I think Malcolm X said something close to that too, when he was like, if you're not careful, the media make you think the victim is the what he said, the criminal, and the criminal is the victim. And that's what they're doing right here. He said, if you're not careful, mainstream media will make you think that the victim is the criminal and the criminal is the victim. And now they're making everybody think that the victim, who was brother Alex, who is no longer here, was actually the criminal. Where did y'all see him assault somebody? Where? Where did he assault someone? Where? And you mean to tell me we don't have the mental capacity to see through this? We don't know. We don't know a gotcha when we see one. Come on, we sharp on our history. Nobody pays attention to history the way black people do. Just based on what we've been through, we're reminded of the walk in history every day. So we've seen this before. History coming home to roost. The worms has turned. Exactly. You know what? Congratulations. You are now a moderator. Welcome to the tribe. Welcome to the Uncut Squad. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button. Hit that that thumbs up button, my man. Hit the subscribe button and your notification bell. Put it on all. You know what I'm saying? All right. Samuel Palmer says, the man who has no sense of history is like a man who has no ears or eyes. Exactly. 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 We've seen this before. That's what I'm saying. This is not about race, y'all. It can't be about race because we just watched. Somebody made a comment about they haven't seen the Proud Boys and all them. They ain't had no rallies and all of that in a long time. I want to touch on that. It's because your Proud Boys are the same ones that's doing this to people like Alex and Renee Nicole Good and Keith Porter in California. These are your ICE agents. These are your Proud Boys. You know what I'm saying? For real. Too genuine. White folk, these two white people is the reflection of what they voted for. You know what I'm saying? It backfired. I want to draw attention to my shirt. I personally made this some years ago, y'all. Notice it says F911. You know what I'm saying? But look at around the bottom. I did this on purpose. Breonna Taylor, Tamir Rice. Y'all see the names. Y'all see the names. The back of the shirt says, leave us alone. Right? I don't know if you can see that, but the back of the shirt says, leave us alone. White people, I make shirts. If you want me to start putting these names on some shirts for y'all and tell them to leave y'all alone as well, I mean, for a small fee, holla at me. Because y'all going to need some t-shirts soon. They no longer give a... Boy, when your white privilege, your entitlement, and white supremacy don't work no more, you know what I mean? Man, everybody better have their eyes wide open. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Real talk. They're trying to say that Keith Porter was basically out there crazy with his firearm when he was actually letting off celebratory rounds for New Year's Eve or New Year's. There was an off-duty ICE agent who lived in his apartment complex who thought it was his duty to run back in his home, retrieve his weapon, and approach Keith. And then they lied and say Keith aimed the weapon at the off-duty Border Patrol agent who should have been minding his business and stand in his apartment. And then that's when an off-duty ICE agent unalived Keith Porter. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He should have been minding his business. How many people let celebratory rounds go on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day? Huh? Almost the whole world. People are allowed to film. Y'all still got Greg in here? Y'all let Greg survive this long? Man, I fed Greg to the wolves a long time ago. The wolves must not be hungry. You know what I'm saying? I fed Greg to the wolves a long time ago. The wolves must not be hungry. All right, Retaliation King, have a great day, my man. You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't know what happened here as well as others if people weren't recording as well. Real talk. Real talk. Real talk. LACYRB, I agree we need more attention on Keith Porter. I'm going to run it. I'm going to run it. I'm going to run it. It's just Minnesota is hot right now. I'm going to run it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to speak up for Brother Keith Porter. I've already pretty much spoke up for him. You know, I told y'all I make videos and stuff too. It's just y'all catch my lives and my lives only. You know what I'm saying? I do shorts. I do all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I want to thank everybody, man. I got to go ahead and wrap this up too, because I got some side work I got to go take care of. If this weather permits, y'all know I be detailing and stuff. And I hope it's not raining. You know what I mean? But I just want to know everyone's comments on what's going on. How are you telling us what we see? And how can you be so weak-minded to allow someone to tell you your vision? What does that say about your comprehension and your IQ? Before we depart, can we get this up to 40 likes? We only need 2. Can we get this up to 40 likes? Or we'll be back. We're not done this conversation. We're going to talk about Keith Porter next. We're going to talk about Charlie Kirk, Erica Kirk. We're going to get into all the conspiracies. We just have to watch how we do it, y'all. We have to watch what we say and how we say it. All right? That's how we gonna run it. And to all the ladies who just thought I was so handsome, you know what I'm saying? I just wish there was a way for me to see y'all picture too. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I wish there was a way too. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Love you too, Gotti. You know what it is. You know what it is. Hey, we need one more like, man. One time. We need one more like. One time. One more. One time. You know what I'm saying? Come on. Come on. All right. Y'all want my email? We are gods. Gods with a Z. We are gods 2018 at yahoo.com. We are gods. Gods with a Z, not an S. 2018 at yahoo.com. Yes. Don. Yes. Yes, in my line of work, I pretty much got to almost keep it that way because we got to protect the women. And if I drag a woman into this line of work, knowing all the hatred that people give me for standing on what I stand on, it just wouldn't be safe for the woman. So I got to be a man first to protect the women. So I walk alone, Don. You know what I'm saying? I walk alone, Don. You know what I'm saying? Put it in my bio. That's a good idea. Why didn't I think of that? Why didn't I think of that? But right now, I'm gonna go ahead and put it in this comment, but I'll drop it in the chat for you real quick before I get up out of here. How about that? I'll drop it in it real quick. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to put nobody's life in danger, man. Y'all have no idea what content creators deal with, especially when they touch on, you know what I'm saying, subjects like this right here. You know, everybody don't receive it and perceive it the way it should be. You know what I mean? And people get ignorant, man. You know what I'm saying? People get ignorant. But let me drop that in the chat for you real quick. There it is. My man, if I had one wish, actually, I think I would wish for racism to actually die. What excuse would everybody have then to not get along? Why couldn't the world operate on a higher frequency, a higher vibration, if we could dismantle racism? You know what I'm saying? Real talk. That's how I feel, man. I would just wish to get rid of all the stuff that divide us, man. And that includes people too. That would be my one wish. That's a real good question. Jose, I respect that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go ahead and make you a moderator. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and make you a moderator. I hope you subscribe, you know what I'm saying? Cause you got work to do on this platform. You got work to do. You know what I mean? We all bleed red. Exactly. 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 So listen, y'all. I gotta get up out of here. You know what I mean? Salute to all. Y'all know I stand my moderators. Y'all know what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie. My head moderator, Gotti. You know what I'm saying? Gotti. Gotti lead by example every time he comes in the building, y'all. Every time. You know what I'm saying? You have a wonderful day too, Queen. You have a wonderful day too. That email is out there. Okay? Don, too genuine. Thank y'all for the compliments and thank you for the support and thank you for being returning, recurring visitors, you know what I'm saying, and subscribers and holding it down. You know what I mean? You know, it's real talk. So that's what it is, man. I rock with some great people, man. And I only want to attract the great people. Because in order to make this world great again, us people have to be great again. With that being said, y'all know what it is, man. Get your one-on-one. Get your one-on-one. Get your one-on-one with your higher power, no matter who you believe in, man. We ain't here to discuss that. That's your business. That's your free will, freedom of choice. You know what I'm saying? Just stay prayed up, blessed up, meditated up, and protected. Stay real, stay conscious, stay uncut. Be inspired, be great, be you, and damn. LACYRB. I don't know how to say your name for the lack of vowels. Your name is like playing Wheel of Fortune. I need to buy some vowels. But anyways, my man just said Castile was also in Minnesota. I forgot Philando Castile was in Minnesota. So now we need to start looking at the state of Minnesota. That's Governor Tim Walz, right? Now that's the type of homework we need to be doing. That was a good one. He just dropped the jewel. We gonna close on that one, y'all. Ashe.